I really hate to be the bearer of bad news, but SA victims are not professionals when it comes to DV issues. I'm going to say it one more time. SA victims, DV victims are not always on the side of their best vested interest. And that is because I feel like we are not fully aware of all of the ins and outs of grape culture. And the reason that I am even slightly bringing this up is because I have a quick story time. There was this one girl who I was absolutely in love with. You know how girls go. It goes from, oh, I think you're cute, to I'm moving to Chicago because we're going to be together forever. You know how it goes. Thankfully, it didn't get that far where I actually ended up moving. And I remember specifically, this is when Jennifer Ho, or Jennifer Huff, which is Kenneth Petty's victim, Maga Minaj's husband, went ahead and did a interview on The Real. I remember sending it to her because I was so taken aback. I was so listening to the story made me feel so ill. And as a person who had been a victim of such things, it really, really hit me hard, right? So I sent it to this, at this time, I'm thinking this amazing woman who at one point I am going to spend the rest of my life with. Yes, it had only been 2 weeks. Let me cook. So that's the laundry. And when the response that I got back from her had me so stuck. Because her response after watching this woman tell this horrific story about this very violent sexual encounter. And she responded, well, at least we know he's a better man now because he's with Nicki Minaj. This is also a woman who had been assaulted. Just because there is someone who has been horrifically assaulted, that does not mean they're going to be on the right side of history, because sometimes the patriarchy and rape culture can be so strong and indoctrinating. You don't even understand how they start to compartmentalize, and you don't need to get it. What you need to understand is just because you meet a victim doesn't mean that they are an expert on what it means to go through what they've gone through. More than likely, you're talking to somebody who still needs to talk to that lady. Yeah. Put that out there.